little sparkle for you, and a little sparkle for you, and a little bit for me.
Oh, the sad part is, today is the day she will die. Hi, Georgie.
You're looking.
Hello, and welcome back to Villain Review episode 37. Today we will be looking at Mr. Voice from the 2019 game Little Misfortune. This is a pretty small indie game that's only around 3 hours long, but that doesn't mean it can't have a good villain. Let's check him out.
Hey, you, on the other side of the screen. Listen, I know it must be hard not knowing much about our little lady's future. Will Misfortune really die? If so, how will she die? And when will the evil fox kill her? Will she find the eternal happiness? I personally hope she does.
So what you need to know about Mr. Voice is that he's actually this weird demon monster thing. That being said, we really don't know a lot about him outside of the fact that he hates foxes, especially Benjamin. Mr. Voice's preferred style of demoning is to lure kids to their death so that they can be his plaything for all of eternity. It's not really clear why this is his style, but hey, demons just got a demon, I guess. For most demons, they usually don't have a lot of motivation because they're only doing what's coming natural to them. We don't know why Mr. Voice likes to kill kids, it's kinda just what he does.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
You're scaring me, stupid. Leave me alone.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock. Who's there?
So Mr. Voice actually has a really cool character because he himself as a character is pretty unique. For a lot of the game, he acts as a narrator who speaks directly to the player, breaking the fourth wall. He also talks to Misfortune, and most of the time, he's really just screwing with her. He does a good job of pretending to be kind, and I say pretend because he's really just normally being kind of a dick. His character does change slightly though throughout the game as he becomes more and more annoyed with Misfortune, and he gets darker and darker with just the things he says. It's not until the end of the game that we see his true form, and I must say, I think the design is really cool. His feud with Benjamin is also pretty funny, and it really makes the player not sure which of them to trust.
Open this door right now, Misfortune. We have a new game to play.
So the scene I'm picking for Mr. Voice is kind of weird because it's a scene he's not even in. The scene I'm picking is the one where, spoilers, Misfortune finds out she's been dead the whole time. I like the scene because it shows that Mr. Voice is actually really good at what he does and that he completed his goal in the very beginning of the story. However, I have a few gripes with Mr. Voice in this category as well. For starters, I think that while he's really good at killing the kids, he's not quite as good at keeping the act going. He's not very subtle with his true intentions, and sometimes it's not believable that the kids wouldn't pick this up. Also, he goes out like such a punk, man. He finally reveals his true form, and it's badass. And then he's dead like 10 seconds later. He, a demon, is killed super quickly by a fox. And it's such an anticlimactic letdown for everything that's happened so far in the game. He's got some good scenes, but he also has some really bad ones.
You'll see, Benjamin will come back and save me.
No, we made a deal. You crossed the path, and now you're
Leave me
mine.
alone.
Mr. Voice is rich in character because he's funny, he's dark, and he has a sweet voice. His basic demon motivation doesn't hurt nor help him, and he has some cool scenes. Unfortunately, the way he goes out is super disappointing and almost leaves me without any closure for the character. I'm gonna give Mr. Voice a 6. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We have some really cool villains coming up from the MCU, Walking Dead, and a surprise TV show. You are not gonna wanna miss it. Comment below who I should review next, and I'll see you next time.